Hello, trading is closed on August the 6th, 2020. We'll do our standard disclaimer, then go over our calls. This is my trading plan for tomorrow. You can give your own plan, just give the reason or give it to yourself. Well, it's hard to give myself a grade on what happened yesterday. We looked at the pattern with the early low, and that's how I'm reading this. We said the pattern was negative and lower prices should print, but that didn't necessarily mean we closed lower. We said the one thing that would invalidate the negativity would be to gap, promptly take out the high. So really all those things happened. We also said it was a potential end of the leg, but that futures weren't cooperating and didn't really act like it was going to happen. Now it turned out futures were up smartly. By the time we opened, they were down. That usually means they've been rejected. Well, even though I didn't say that, that's what usually happens, but they certainly weren't rejected. And they went up, and that kind of kills the idea for a top at yesterday's high. We're going to probably go higher because once those ideas, which are good ideas, get killed, usually it doesn't get killed for just today. About the only thing that would invalidate that would be if we gap down smartly, ideally under this low, which looks most improbable as I'm recording this. Well, during the day, MEJT gave a signal in the morning that this rally wouldn't stick, that we'd come back, said this drop wouldn't stick, said we'd come back, gave a buy signal in the afternoon, gives an optional target. We undercut this price 95% of the time. We'll see this price tomorrow, but if we don't, I would forget it. That's not the one I want. Well, tomorrow's pattern has the early high. Typically, it's a rally day with a high in the final hour. Failure is a straight line drop. The employment report comes out tomorrow. Usually, it's a big market mover. I think it's hard to predict the reaction. Today's rally cleared major resistance. Would need to be invalidated promptly by gapping down big time to prevent higher prices from printing tomorrow. Assuming we don't gap down, I expect to see higher prices. Now, arguing against this is an optional MEJT target, which history has shown should print about 95% of the time. There's also a DeMark combo sell signal on the daily chart. I've kind of given up on his signals, but I'll report it just for those folks who still use it. And because these conflict, the commonest thing is we gap and promptly move outside the day's range. We still have longer term problems with sentiment indicators, and the top might not be that far away, but as far as tomorrow's concerned, unless we really gap down smartly, I think we trade up and get the usual pattern of a rally day. And that's today's call.